Hello everybody, this is my very first YouTube video. I've watched them for a few years now, and I've just never had the real guts to put one out there. And then the more I watched, I kept searching for mascara reviews, and I never really, since mascara is such an individual choice. Some mascaras work so well for some people and terrible for others, and I just found that of all the reviews out there, I never really found someone who exactly identified with, what I like. So I couldn't trust the reviews, so I never knew whether or not I should buy something, so I always ended up just buying it and sometimes wasting the money and sometimes going, oh, that person was totally wrong, this stuff is great. So what my aim to do is for people is to put videos out there and spend my money, buy the mascaras that I want to try, and then review them, and so that people that identify with reviews that I've given, like when I review for instance, the L'Oreal Carbon Black Voluminous, for those of you, I think it's wonderful. So for those of you who've tried it and think it's terrible, well then you probably won't be able to trust what I say about Christian Dior. See what I mean? But for those of you who agree with me that this is one of the best drugstore mascaras out there, and who've also tried this, and I think this is okay, and agree with me there, then they're, more likely to trust what I have to say about Christian Dior or Makeup's Forever, smoky lash, stuff like that. So I'm just going to put a whole series of reviews out there of mascaras I already have, and hopefully, I can help a couple people, or even if I can't help you decide what to buy because you don't identify with my choices, at least you can have something entertaining to watch. So without further ado, we'll do the very first one. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to mention, my name is Heather, by the way. I'm a medical student, and just want to do this in my free time. So the very first one that we'll do will be the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black and Christian Dior. So I'll put the Carbon Black on my right eye. This is right. And the Diorshow on my left eye. Oh, and yeah, it's just called Diorshow. So here we go. This is just one coat of the Voluminous. And my lashes, and also some people reviewed mascaras, and they're like, oh, it didn't give me length. Well, I don't really look for length, particularly in mascaras, because my lashes are pretty long naturally, so it doesn't really make a hill beans difference to me. If something gives me 3 more millimeters of length, probably wouldn't notice it anyways. Here we go, that's one coat of that. So I don't know if you can tell, but and I'll just say now that I always have transfer issues. I don't know if it's how I apply it, or if it's just because my lashes are so long, but I get over it. That's why I have those cosmetic swabs, the one with the really fine point that they're not like cotton swabs because they don't flake when you use them. It's just a really fine point, and I just fix it afterwards. So this is the Diorshow. My left eye here. You can see the brush on this thing is huge. I can't use this on the lower. I can't use this on the lower lash line because the brush is so big. I just smear it everywhere. I do have to say, to be fair, that although this is pretty accurate, because I really haven't noticed a change from when I bought the tube until now, so I think it's the same application as 3 months ago, but this is a little bit drier because it's a little bit older of a bottle, but it shouldn't make that big of a difference. Okay, there's one coat of that. And so far, you can kind of see that they do about the same. I mean, really, there's really not that much of a difference. I mean, at least that I can see. Can you tell the difference? I can't. So let's just quickly do one more coat now that it's drying a little bit. Oops, sorry. Can't see that, can you? So again, carbon black on the right eye. Let's get that schmegma. This brush is a lot smaller. But none of these are neither of these are waterproof. I go back and forth. When I said earlier that I have a transfer issue, I meant when I apply it. I actually don't have a large transfer issue throughout the day. So once I get it on and cleaned up, I really don't have a problem. So that's that. And you can kind of see that the formula, again, I personally have a transfer issue every time. What are you gonna do? So just clean that up. And you see how it got kind of like down there? That's what I used the pointed cotton swab for. So hang on. You can buy these, like a pack of 75 at Ulta, for like $1.99. Oh, shit. Right, so there you go. Just take that off a little bit. And there you go. That's the final result. I don't find it that clumpy at all. Diorshow. There you go. Oh, and all I did to get the mascara to come off so easily is I rubbed, see how it kind of came off? I pulled too hard. See how it kind of came off? I pulled too hard. So ignoring that, not pull as hard. Just take the end, and I just take a moist makeup remover wipe, and I just kind of like pat it into it, so it gets a little bit like makeup removery. And then it's good to go. So you can decide for yourself. Personally, I like the carbon black one. They have really about the same effect. I just, why pay? Was this $32 a tube? And I believe this was $7.99 at CVS. So I'll go for the $7.99 any day. So yeah, I don't find them particularly clumpy. I don't have a problem with flaking with these. So, I mean, I'm not sure if flaking changes from one person to the other. And I don't have a transfer issue throughout the day. I like the length. I think it gives me length and volume. So that's fine. Lashes are fairly separated. Not too big of a deal. Really no huge clumping issues. So, I mean, all in all, I will use this until it's dry or gone. And I won't repurchase, because there's a cheaper thing that does the exact same thing. And this, I think, is one of the best drugstore mascaras out there. I mean, I've used this before, and I think it's fabulous. I love, when you look at me from a distance. When I look at myself from a, you know, in the mirror at a distance, I just love, you know, I just love what it does. So that is that. That is these two, and more reviews to come. Thanks.